Hey yo guys, so we back with another video. You feel me? Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. That's I'm making YouTube videos while I stream. But MVP face to face, Floyd Schofield versus Tevin Farmer. Let's go. We might not watch all of this, but
8 weeks with champions. Sean Porter. Let's go down the list. They all better than you. And we're going to all of the champions.
Who better than me? Who better
all
than me?
All of them, the Shakur, the Devin, everyone he get ready for their championship fights are better than you.
On Saturday, June 28th, live on DAZN pay-per-view, El Gallo Jake Paul takes on Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., an event presented by Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy. It will be the highest-grossing boxing event to ever take place at the Honda Center. Loaded from top to bottom, FanDuel is the official sportsbook partner of this event, and they are offering a 50% profit boost on any of the fights on it. That means Paul against Chavez, Zurdo against Dorticos, and the co-main event featuring a former champion and a young fighter hungry to get there. World champion Tevin Farmer and the young, undefeated Floyd Schofield. Fellas, good to see you. Welcome back. Tevin, you're back pretty quick. It's been an interesting run that you've been on over the last year.
A lot of losing.
Haven't been able to get decisions in
Tevin Farmer's actually a really good fighter, though. He's taken up fights against really good people. And it's funny because arguably when he fought Zepeda the first time, a lot of people were saying it could have went either way. So I mean,
fights, but fought some pretty tough fights against some pretty tough opponents. How are you feeling about this one?
The way I look at it now, for me, I've been doing it for so long. I've been here for a long time. It just never did in the office for me. Just another opponent. That's it. That's basically, in a nutshell, how I feel.
Floyd, been an interesting few months, at least for you. You're over in Saudi Arabia, expecting to fight Shakur Stevenson, had a medical issue over there, had to withdraw, and now you're back. I guess the first question is, how are you feeling right now going into this fight?
I feel good, healthy, just ready to go.
Mm-hmm. You heard Tevin describe you as another day at the office, just another opponent. How do you feel about that?
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. He's a veteran. He's been doing it for a long time, so Saturday night is going to be a good fight.
Not the first time.
I really wanted to see Kid Austin fight, I really wanted to see Schofield fight Shakur, bro. I thought that would have been a really good fight, to be honest. But what I will say is I also do believe that I don't think what he was going through was fake because, the same thing happened to Dubois. So we're going to sit here and say Dubois and him were ducking? Like, come on. Same card. Bro, that's just how it is. I heard that when you land, when you go to certain places, even if you go to somewhere like in the USA, if it's super far from where you're at, excuse me, sometimes you just got to go up there earlier to adjust. You know what I'm saying? Me and my dad and my sister, we went to Maine, right? Bro, the time zone over there is completely different. So, for example, right, you might go to sleep at 12 o'clock. We'll say 11. You might go to sleep at 10, 11 o'clock, right? Now, usually over here where I'm at, North Carolina, you might wake up 7, 8 o'clock. Bro, over there, I just kept waking up 5. And on top of that, over there, it's different too. Because 4 or 5 in the morning, the sun's already out. Versus over in North Carolina, the sun don't come out till 6. You're not going to see light until 6. Over there, the sun hits 5 a.m. sharp. You know what I'm saying? So it was just something I had to adjust to,
Golden
which
Boy
I never
has
did
matched
while I
you
was
up
down there.
With one of its
I wasn't down there long
prize
enough. I was only down
prospects.
there
You
for
gave
a couple days.
William Zepeda hell for 2 consecutive fights. What are you expecting from this man on Saturday?
He young, up and coming, so I expect him to come out there and try to hurt me and do what Zepeda couldn't do. That's what I expect from any young guy that's facing somebody like me. And on top of that, I'm still in my prime. I'm going out there competing at a high level at my age, doing everything the young guys doing. So I expect him to come out there and try to do what Zepeda couldn't do. And I won't expect anything other than that.
Do you think you've ever fought someone on his level?
No. It's my first time.
What do you think he's in for, Tevin, fighting someone with your experience?
I mean, it can go both two ways, right? So he can either fight a guy like me, he's gonna lose, right? Most guys at this level, right? When the young guys coming up, two things happen. You face a guy, you get better from it. You face a guy, and you just lose your confidence. So
That's true.
either one of them, that's what's gonna happen. But he's definitely gonna lose, definitely gonna be outclassed. I think a lot of people underestimate my strength. Everybody know I got speed, I'm still slick. A lot of people see that I'm still slick. It's a little hard to show it in a pay fight because of the output. But I wouldn't even say he in for a rude awakening because I know that they know what they're up against. But I just tell him he bring his A game, come in the best shape because I just fought 22 rounds with somebody that threw over 100 punches, and in the later rounds I was the dominant one. So you know I'm gonna be in tip top.
Definitely going to lose, definitely outclassed. A lot to unpack in there. What do you think?
I mean, that's what you're supposed to say. You know, I'm coming to this fight. You know, I got a lot to prove.
This might be it.
I got my baby boy at home. You know, it's gonna be his first time watching my fight, so you know, I got a lot at stake for me. So.
Oh heck yeah, bro! I love it. I like it like this. It's perfect. It's perfect.
What makes you laugh?
I should have been.
No, he should have baby boy been watching him. I'm just happy.
Things kind of in my way.
The child, I love kids, but I'm just happy the child young enough not to be able to understand what's gonna happen. That's it, you know. I'm a big fan of fatherhood. You know, I'm not a father myself, but I'm a fan of it. You know, I appreciate
what he said, by the way, is crazy.
Like I said, the son not gonna be able to remember this, you know.
This dude really said, "Yeah, man, he's just not even gonna be able to remember like how bad I'm about to do his father." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to do him so bad. Like I'm just so glad his son cannot remember like how badly I'm gonna do his dad. You know, he's just not even gonna understand. He's just gonna see his dad lose, and he's just gonna be like, well, whatever. You know, he's not gonna understand it. You know, I'm glad he's not older because you know if he was, this ass whooping I'm about to give him, it's just like, oh my gosh, that's what I heard.
Don't be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be one of his son's favorite fighters.
That's what
I'm there. So,
you know, you certainly probably had options coming back to see who you were going to fight next. When Tevin was presented to you, what was your response?
Take the fight. You know, I feel like it's a good fight. You know, I haven't fought since November, so I feel like people would be like, you know, he was active, you know, a former champion, so he was like, take the fight. I mean, we had, I think, Lucas' body on the table. You know, things didn't go where he didn't want to accept the fight, so we're here now.
What do you believe you're on a different level than him?
We'll see Saturday.
But do you believe it? Like
oh yeah, for sure. You know, and I feel like any fighter should have that type of confidence. You know, if you don't got that type of confidence, you're in the wrong sport.
No, I see why his dad talked for him. He really isn't just much of a talking type of guy. Which I mean, not saying there's anything wrong with that, but brother, this dude just said he is glad that your son is so young that he's not going to be able to remember you losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just had a whole laugh about that. Come on, dog. You gotta say something. You know, Tevin Farmer, he just said he don't got kids. Bro, you got to be like, well, yeah, it's going to suck for your girlfriend or your wife to see you lose, you know, fifth time, you know, what, three times in a row? Dang, it's crazy. Like, you got to say something, brother.
And I agree. I think fighters should believe in themselves. But it's one thing in believing in yourself, and it's one thing in knowing. Like,
you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
For me, this is what I bring to the table. My IQ is at the highest level, right? We know that.
Like, he basically saying he's just better than you at everything.
Right? We see that I was able to push the pay back, drop him. Same with all the other fighters. My last 7 opponents, 5 of them touched the canvas, 3 of them knocked out cold. My speed. You know, so the only thing that people could try to say is he's older, but I'm still displaying young guy movements, young guy talent, young guy young guy willpower, young guy conditioning. I'm still like, I just don't, and I respect him for taking the fight, him and his father. I respect him for taking the fight because this is a fight that me personally, I wouldn't have took. If I had a son, or of course as a fighter, I would say yes. But as a father, I would tell my son, not yet. Because I understand boxing, and I understand that there's this level, and then there's this level, right? And you can't go from this level to fight somebody at this level instantly. Like, there are fights in between that you should take to get to this level. And I feel like from a Renee to a Tevin
this
Farmer,
dude is just frying. Like, come on. Yeah, bro.
It just
you gotta tighten up.
I'm way bigger. I know you probably see me like, oh, he
get Austin.
because I don't look that big,
Talk to
right?
you
But
like
in
this.
person, I'm bigger. You probably see I'm
Better
way
show 'em
bigger
what's
than they.
up.
I'm way stronger than they. I'm faster, IQ, everything. I'm just way different. So I just think it's a big step. But kudos to them because I wouldn't have did it. They did it. They did something. They dared to be great. And this is something that a lot of fighters not doing. They're not daring to be great. Everybody picking and choosing. Everybody want to keep their O. And I'm glad Turkey Al-Sheikh came into the picture with this boxing thing because he let people know, I want people to get O's to make it for boxing to go back to where boxing used to be. Because everybody protecting their O and they running with this narrative, I'm not gonna say nobody's name, but they running with a narrative that you gotta be undefeated. But the greatest fighters in the world in history lost. I got 8 losses, but I'm still one of the best out here. Maybe not on the pound for pound list because of my record or whatever it can be, but skill for skill, I am one of the best in the world, hands down, and nobody can take that from me. And I know that for a fact.
So when he beat you, what they gonna say? He the best?
I don't see that happening.
But when he beat you,
Nah, that's not.
if he beat you,
do
mean he the best?
I don't go off if. Now what I could say,
if he beat you,
if he put up a good fight, then
would that view be different?
yeah, if he put up a
That's
good
all
fight,
I'm saying.
he's gonna lose. But if he put up a good fight, we can say that kid got something. You know why? Because you just can't put up a good fight with somebody or beat somebody one time and consider the best. You gotta do it over and over and over. Like it's easy to become world champion, but it's not easy to stay world champion. You gotta do you gotta do it. You gotta do this over and over and over. So like for example, you got the young guys that
need a
beat,
better desk,
that like you got certain guys that beat bigger fighters than they were supposed to be, right? But do that make them the top? No, because you gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. I've been doing this shit for so long, and I'm proved. I came in as the underdog, 16 amateur fights. I started at 19. He probably started. How old you started boxing? 2. I started at 19.
But he started getting the champions ready at 17.
16 amateur fights, right? 16 was put on the back burner. I lost 4 of my first whatever. I was 12-4. I lost early in my career and then turned that shit around and started whooping the ass. And then became the most active, I would say world champion, but the most active fighter in the world. Then Tira Bashev gets shot in my hand the same year and then won the championship that same year in December against Kenichi Ogawa. They robbed me. I get robbed. He got popped for steroids. I gotta go to Australia. I already beat the title. Then I gotta go to Australia, go in his backyard, beat him, then fight 5 times in 1 year. Then I took a long hit with a layoff when I lost to JoJo, and then come back and become the most active fighter in the world again. This shit is history, man. I'm a legend.
That's why
I'm a legend.
Our favorite fighters. But there's a piece you're missing.
Hey, look. My story alone make me a legend. My story alone.
I don't know if I say he a legend. I don't know if I'll say I don't even know if I would say Tevin Farmer goes down in Hall of Fame. But what I can say is he not ducking no smoke with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his last couple fights have been hard fights. He fought Zepeda, number 2 lightweight champion of the world. He's fighting Kid Austin. If I'm correct, he's ranked in between the top 20, maybe higher. But I know he's in that top 20 range of lightweights, prospect, contender. So, I mean, excuse me.
Even if I never become world champion again, which I will become a 2-time champion, my story alone make Tevin Farmer a legend because these dudes not doing what I'm doing. And
sure. How many fighters? I mean, look at guys like there's Tank. I think Tank kind of just going through some stuff though, so I don't really want to count Tank. But there's a lot of fighters right now who only fight like twice a year. Like, to be fair, Tank usually does fight 3 times a year, 2-3 times a year, which I feel like 2 times is cool, but I feel like 3 times is what you should be aiming for as a fighter. 2, but I mean, you fighting 4 times a year. I mean, hey, yeah, you active, brother. I gotta give it to you.
People is not.
Most fighters fighting 2-3 times. I mean, 1-2 times a year. You know, 1 time if they really big like that. You feel me? They fight like January. You don't see them again until December.
The fans and the world
Why
is
did
not
it take you
motivated
so
like
long
they
to
are
fight?
by me. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you do have to understand, negotiations and other stuff. So I guess it's a lot more to it.
Huh?
Well, Keisha missed it though.
That don't got
Since
nothing
he
to do
was
with Saturday.
17.
Well, let's let Floyd. Wait, what did you think of what you just
I was the
heard?
world champion when he was like 13.
Hold on,
And he became
Tevin,
the
keep it here.
champions
What do you
17.
think of what you just heard?
I mean, I like his story.
He like, bro, why is your daddy talking right now? You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be you. That's what he thinking. That's why he said, keep it here.
Y'all like
Keep
you know,
here.
his grind, his work ethic, but Saturday that has nothing to do
That's a
with
tough
Saturday,
spider.
so,
I ain't gonna lie. I
like
won.
I said, it's gonna be a good fight.
Hey,
I'm
get
coming
off.
to win.
Big fan.
Do my
Send me
thing.
that spider.
Saturday it's gonna be crazy Saturday. I just know. 3 fights back to back. Arguably I was supposed to get the decision, and I didn't.
This
And,
ain't going to
and
decision.
I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that. And I take it like it's boxing. I have it come. It
This
is
ain't
what
going
it
to
is. I don't cry and
decision,
complain.
This ain't going to decision.
I'm supposed to pay the 22 round. You think this kid?
Zepeda ain't Kid Austin.
You think this
Zepeda
kid-
ain't even on that
You
level.
think
Zepeda haven't got Devin ready.
I ain't Zepeda. I ain't Zepeda. Like, brother, come on, you can't give me a little more enthusiasm than I ain't Zepeda. Bro, that was me. I'm like, bro, I ain't Zepeda though. Bro, I ain't Zepeda, bro. It's Aiden. Nigga, it's Aiden. What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? We can fight right here. I bet you. I need one round, knock you out. Give me one round. Nah, I love Kid Austin, bro. He said it himself, bro. He really not with all the talking. I mean, he said it himself. He really doesn't do the talking. I'm pretty sure he said his dad runs his social media. So he's expressed multiple times he's really not much of a talker. He's more of a, fighting, you know what I'm saying, do what he do. That's why his dad really like be promoting him and stuff like that, which respect because, not everybody gonna be, a talker. Like, it's just not what everybody does.
JoJo, all these
Nothing wrong with
champions
that.
by
Hey,
their
listen.
champions.
Nothing wrong with
Sparring
that.
is sparring.
Sparring ain't sparring when they call you back.
Now, when he get in the ring,
Cut that out.
We don't
This
we
is
don't
30.
when he get in the ring, he put belt to ass. So, hey, when you whooping niggas ass, I guess you don't gotta talk. To be honest,
9 minutes.
Listen,
That's
I
8
seen-
weeks
listen,
with
I done
champions.
seen- I done seen-
Sean
I got my money on Kid Austin. By the way, just letting y'all know.
Porter.
I done seen
Let's
world
go
I don't
down the
actually
list.
have money on him, but if I had money, I definitely would put it on.
They all
I
better
done
than
seen-
you, and we gonna
Who better
all
than-
of the
who
champions
better
we
than
named
me?
the better.
Who better
all
than
of
me?
them, the
Well, I got-
Shakur, the
yeah.
Devin, everyone he get ready for their championship
Man.
fights are better than you. So I'm telling you,
Hey,
we're
listen,
gonna
I'm gonna
beat
tell
you
you something.
easy.
I'm gonna tell you something. I done seen
It don't matter
elite
what you
guys
seen. You never seen
in
this.
sparring
man.
get their ass kicked, but when it's fight time, them boys perform.
Brother.
Hold on.
Sparring don't mean nothing.
Let me ask you this. One thing Tevin said a few moments ago is that there are levels between where he is and some of the guys that you fought, and that you need to go to those levels
Yeah, see?
before you fight someone like Tevin. You were willing to get in with Shakur. That was planned and ready. Do you think that Tevin is too big a jump for you?
Hell no. At the end of
You
the
don't
day,
even sound
boxing is.
confident.
What you mean I don't sound confident? Hell no. Boxing is boxing. I'm in it.
No,
for-
boxing
for-
not boxing,
Boxing
son.
is boxing. At the
Hey,
end of the day, I'm
boxing
in it for
not
legacy,
boxing,
bro.
son.
I ain't in it because at the end of the day,
You don't have to argue with him.
No, I'm not arguing. Bro. I'm just
Boxing
saying.
not-
I'm saying facts. At
boxing
the end of the
not
day,
Kid or a baby?
at the end of the
Nah,
day,
he's a humble
at the end of the
businessman.
day,
They
he
had
get to go
corporate
home when he
deals.
lose. He get to go to them silk sheets.
Ooh, she fried him. You saw how when she said that, bro, he ain't have nothing to say.
Today,
He's a humble.
arguing. Bro. I'm just saying. I'm saying facts. At the end of the day,
Kid or a baby?
at the end of the day,
He's a humble.
No, like he ain't have nothing to say, bro. I get it, bro. Like Kid Austin is not much of a talker, but bro, it do come off like I don't know if that it probably was his wife or something, but oh my gosh, bro, is he a kid or a baby? Let him talk. He like nothing. Bro, don't even got nothing to say.
at the end of the day, he get to go home when he lose. He get to go to them silk sheets, that nice house he got. He don't lose nothing. I lose everything.
I lose everything. I got a
What
lot
you
more.
lose?
I got a lot more in the
Well,
comments.
you made your money.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got
but
your
I
real
can,
estate.
I can make
you
more.
good in life, bro. I didn't make it to where you
Hey,
made
look,
it.
and I respect that, right? I
Alright,
respect.
then.
So if it's about the money, it's cool.
Alright,
But
then.
it's not the way to go about it. Not fighting me.
I'm just
I-
saying.
You better off taking. You
don't
better.
see
You,
side-
I mean, Floyd Mayweather 50-0, and he said, hey, what his motivation was the money. Yeah, the legacy, but the money. I mean, bro, when you come from nothing, like, you strive for that money. You know what I'm saying? I might look at you. You might be the toughest opponent I could ever have. Bro, I'm getting paid dollar bills. Paid more if I beat you. Paid even more if I knock you out. Brother, best believe I don't give a rat's ass about, you know what I'm saying, who you is. Bro, I'm going for this bonus, nigga. Let's get it straight. I'm going for the daggone bonus.
You better off getting back in there with Shakur and making more money. That's what
y'all in the way.
To take less money to fight me is crazy.
Y'all in the way.
He makes he makes a point that, you know, William Zepeda has been number 1 at 135 across all 4 of the sanctioning bodies, and he did give him hell. Like, you know, close fights both time. Could certainly argue he won a decision. Why do you think that you're on a different level than someone like William Zepeda?
Because I believe in myself. You know, at the end of the day, I'm in there for my legacy. You know, like I said, I want to leave something for my son at the end of the day. You know, I got something to prove.
Hey,
so
yeah, and he fight this is the first fight his son get to watch. You know he even hungrier. Like, I don't know what it is, but I think when people, like, when they get kids, especially fighters, like when fighters get kids, bro, it's like a switch in their head, just like, because when they have kids, it's like, okay, right? I guess they fighting for their kids, but I feel like there's always a switch we see when a fighter might have like no kids, and then they get a kid. Like, it's always that. I feel like it's something up there that just switches for him, bro. Like, that's what happened to Oliveira. They were saying Oliveira was a quitter until he had his daughter.
like I said, I'm not trying to compare myself to Zepeda, go back and forth. Saturday we fight, and Saturday is going to show.
I like this guy. I can't really move my arms.
I'm in the gym all the time, so this is not even a camp for me. I'm always in shape. Even after I got out of the ring with Zepeda the first time, more tired. I got out of there. I got back in the gym. Forced Zepeda, got back in the gym. Forced Zepeda, got back in the gym. Fight him. So this shit is just.
You convincing yourself?
Yeah, fight Murtaugh.
You don't have to convince.
I don't have to. I've been this level for so long. Y'all gotta get to where I'm at. I've been here. Oh, he just said you do.
You gonna be a statement.
He just said you sleeping on silk sheets. You gotta really stay. I'm trying to get to where you
God
at.
brought you to make a statement for him.
No, yeah, I'm gonna make a statement.
For no reason.
Bro,
What does a statement look like for you?
A statement look like a stop. It's not passing 7. That's a statement.
But not knockouts?
Not passing 7 rounds. A statement.
But 9 knockouts?
8.
You don't believe that.
See, you don't.
Nah, a statement could just be whooping you.
I understand your stance.
For 12 rounds.
I understand your stance is wrong.
It's easy for a prospect with a big promoter, big amateur career to have 10 fights early in his career and 10.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, he worked hard to get that good promoter. You can't really put that against him. I don't think he is, but like, bro, you know how good you gotta be in the amateurs to get a good promoter, like a Matchroom, a Golden Boy, a Top Rank. You gotta be nice. Understand that? Nice. You gotta be nice, okay? Cause they not just taking no random. Oh dang, no. They want good amateurs. You gotta have qualifications, nationals, and Olympics. Maybe even a. That's really it, yeah. Or just a really good, you gotta have a golden. You gotta have something.
By knockout versus somebody 19 just getting on the scene and fighting Olympians from day one is a difference. It's a difference. Not the same, buddy. Not the same. Every opponent
I mean, sure you can say like, yeah, your struggle was harder for sure, but I mean, just means he put more work in the amateurs, which he did start way earlier than you. So,
some fights was hurt. All of them. I hurt all of them.
Well, see, you
and 3 of them got knocked out cold. I hurt all of them. Zepeda tweet, we were 31-0 with 27 by knockout. Come on, bro. And he was the big puncher, and I hurt him. I hurt him. Bro, this kid, he too small, he too young. He showing muscles. His body even built young. He got a young body.
That's crazy. He don't got a grown man body yet. So when he stop you, it's gonna be
don't got a grown man body yet. He got all the muscles, but you can tell he's still a little boy, bro.
He got
a little Ain't nobody stopping me.
Hang on, Floyd.
Ain't nobody stopping me. Stop playing with me.
You want to weigh in on what
Man,
you just heard?
stop playing with me. Ain't nobody stopping Tevin Porter.
Do you,
man?
do you
Come
think,
on, man. You can't no boxing. You
I gotta remove him.
Stop it.
Never been hurt in his career. Not once. Ever.
Man, yeah, get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
It was like, man, we might as well just put you over here. So I'm not about to keep switching this camera back and forth, brother. You either gonna sit over here or you gonna shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
If we're gonna do it this way, we'll do it.
yeah, get in there. Stop who?
Stop you.
Come on, man. You don't even sound, bro. You couldn't even stop Renee. How you gonna stop me? You can't even hurt Renee. You talking to a dog,
Are you
bro. Look
Renee?
at my neck, nigga.
Yeah,
You not, bro.
You're not
Bro.
Renee, bro.
See, I knew he was gonna say that.
I'm not
I knew he was gonna say
You're
that.
not.
Even though I think Renee, I know he just lost to a guy at, I think he's 130, 140 or something like that. It's a good dude. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not taking any credit for Renee to losing to this guy. He's actually really good. I just think he might have lost by a knockout. I don't remember. I could be wrong, but
I'm not Renee. That's the point. I'm not Renee. That's the point.
So what that got to do?
let me- hold on.
Stopping you.
Hold on. Tevin, hold on. Floyd, hold on a second. He was right there with Murataya, who's now a champion.
Right.
Zepeda, I think we'd agree, is a good fighter, very good fighter. Right. Why are you so sure that you guys are on a different level?
Because I studied him. He's one of my favorite fighters. That's no secret.
Sure seems
From
that
day
way,
one.
definitely.
From day one. And so the thing is me, number one, it's about him getting experience, to keep it real. Win, lose, or draw, we don't care about no loss. You can't lose if you gain the knowledge that he got. And he's going to push him, and he's going to have to bring out everything. Now, the thing is, it's his style. Now, there's 5 styles of boxing. He's got a tall style in a 4-zone, wide leg, similar to Shakur. He has
silent killer.
flaws with that
Shakur
style.
doesn't like.
It's science. It's still a science
Man,
at the
Shakur
end of the
doesn't
day.
like.
He was programmed, not going to school, sitting there studying boxing, competing since 8. He got way more. He since 7 got Devin ready for championship fights, JoJo Diaz ready for championship fights, Shakur ready for Sean Porter. They call him, and he don't lose to them. So he's on another level because he got their champions that y'all look at and put in the Hall of Fame. He's the one that get them ready.
Do you
so
know-
none of them denied when I said this the greatest boxer of all time.
Do you know-
No champion came out and said he's lying.
Do you know
He's just gonna experience that,
Do you know
so there's nothing he could say.
Do you know private sparring sessions is totally different?
No, that's where a
crowded
fighter
arena?
take the most punishment.
No.
That's 8 weeks with this person 3 times a week getting punched by
You comparing
champions.
sparring
Not
to boxing
39
is
minutes.
crazy. You compare
You don't
sparring
know
to
the
fighting.
science of boxing. At 19, you can
Well,
learn from that.
making it to where I'm at today,
You
don't know
take
the
the
science is
most
crazy.
punishment in sparring, boxers. That's where they take the most punishment.
But what do they got to do with growth?
Growth, he been
Getting beat up or
growth,
taking punches,
he
what
helped
they
the
do with growth?
champions grow for their fights. That's the part you're missing.
He helped
For their
them,
championship
Hold
fights.
on, guys. What do you think here, Floyd?
I mean, I like the back and forth.
You like, damn, let Floyd talk.
And toasty and whatnot. So, well, I like my dad, he making the point, Tevin, I get what he's saying, but at the end of the day, I'm not hearing none of that. We fight Saturday. Like I
right.
said, I'm coming in to prove
So I'm
myself.
not hearing
He
none
said
of
he
that.
thinks he can stop you
Doesn't
inside
matter what he
sets.
thinks.
Yeah.
He's supposed to say that.
No,
He
I ain't
said-
supposed to say that.
Yeah, you is.
No,
So
I
you're
don't
not
say that.
supposed to
No,
believe that?
I don't say that.
Everybody
No,
say that.
because
You're
I
not
don't-
supposed to believe that.
I don't say that. I don't say that with every fighter. Everything for me
You
is
said you was gonna
subjective.
stop Zepeda.
Everything.
You damn sure did.
I did say that.
And you
And you
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
saying
your
you
word don't
supposed
mean
to
You
nothing.
say
said every
that.
fighter.
You supposed
You
to
said
say
every
that.
fighter. Zepeda
Every
is
You
fighter
say
is
that
supposed
mostly
to say
every
that.
fight. We've been
Zepeda
watching
is
you forever.
Hold on,
bro.
Steve. Let him.
I'm just saying, like, every fighter's supposed to feel like they can stop somebody. If you
No.
don't, I mean, like, what the hell? Like, what you fighting for? You just going there to box?
What he's saying is, it don't face him. Y'all gonna
Like,
fight
I-
Saturday
if we fight
anyway, so
Saturday-
it
Yeah, we
don't
fight
matter.
Saturday. It's
Don't
going.
matter.
It's going down Saturday, and just put up or shut up, man. I already know what y'all. I ain't gotta say.
You know we put up every time. Y'all see us. Y'all know this kid Austin. Y'all know he put up every time.
No, listen. All due respect. The kid, I see he worked. He worked hard. He in the gym, right? But for you to say we see y'all every time, y'all just now getting.
What Zepeda couldn't do.
Because I just feel like I'm different.
All right, I think we've seen enough of that, to be honest. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out.